Peace and love, y'all. Ooh, excuse me, please. Yeah, I am tired. I'm a little sleepy. I got to catch up on myself because I've been moving and shaking, and oh my gosh, and I got my grandson here now, so it's been busy. Life been lifing, but no matter what, Sister Zinga's here from Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga, sharing another few tips that I pray will be helpful to someone. So thank you to those who are listening, caring, sharing. Thank you to those that are getting the notifications, giving the thumbs up, and especially thank you to yours to give the comments, y'all. Come on, continue to talk black to me. Come on. So today, let's want to talk about, we talk about emancipating yourself from mental slavery and, the different things and the processes that you have to do that. And then part of that will be, trying to live off grid. So ideally, some people may want to continue on with this freedom and think about living off grid. But just want you to know that it's a wonderful thing, but you have to really be prepared because when you're living off grid, you may have to deal with situations with, outdoor bathrooms, the collection of water, for yourself, creating a homestead that will be functional, not for like the city life, but you have to start a fire when you want to cook. You may want to eat, do your cooking outside on the fire. So there's a lot of things that quote unquote modern conveniences that you have to do without. Some people are really not ready for that. And then plus it's work. Usually we have a house that's got furniture in it and blah 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 all this stuff. You come in the house and you go in the house and you do whatever you're gonna do that. But when it's work, but you really have to go and maybe collect fire. You may have to go and collect firewood and and put in some labor. You may have to cut the firewood. Maybe I always go back there, cut the firewood to use and be able to know how to start a fire. So there's a lot to doing it, and you have to really be ready mentally for that type of lifestyle. It's not that simple. You may have electricity around you, you may not. You may have water around you, you may not. And so dealing with those particular things, then you have to really be able to adjust to that. And some people who's just used to just living off grid is not really easy. You have to really put the work in because you don't have all the modern conveniences that you would have living in a city and living in a regular home. Um, it may be the cooking situation, it may be the living situation, it may be the toilet situation, it may be the distances from where you can go to the market to get food and supplies to live off grid. I mean, all those things need to be considered, and you have to be able to be ready to deal with all those things when it comes to your daily living. The dogs would help you, just to kind of, when folks come up and somebody coming around your area, just to give you notice that somebody's coming around and so forth. So many things are considered. So make sure that you know what you're doing and do some research and maybe somebody else who has already done it and so forth to make sure that you are ready for that. So that's something to consider. But off-grid living is really nice, and especially, of course, if you're going to live off-grid, you're going to grow some of your own food, just, and having a backup on the water supply is even most important. So you have a water supply, and then you have a backup to the water supply. So I love the idea. And I've done it, and it's been a beautiful experience. And I would love to share with many people. So something to think about. So y'all, it's about to hit the fan. So it needs to be some type of other options that you need to start thinking about because you just really don't know day to day what's really going to happen. So they say don't get ready, be ready. All right? God loves you, so do I. Peace and love.